Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's 2nd and 14. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're gonna mark him at the 48. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
That's him on the quick hitter. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Complete to Hyatt. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Blown back, it's the handoff. Escapes a defender. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. First down, he takes the snap. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on second down. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. 2nd and 15. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 35 before going out. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Gets this to McConkey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
All right, here we go. Second down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Throwing it to start this drive. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down, ball at the 36. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 47. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. A give now from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Dump off caught by his back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's 2nd and 11. Complete out to the right side. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Buccaneers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first down, they'll run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And this one doesn't go far.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect.
And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second-quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Escapes the... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll run here from the gun. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers pushing for a score before the break. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
On the move, past the 40. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
From the 17. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Catch is made in close. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Throwing from the gun. He's got it deep downfield. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 36. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. They'll try and throw it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. Throwing for the end zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Buccaneers take a lead on the final play of the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
The give here on 2nd. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Wow, wide open here, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. And this one does not go far. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Man in motion here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous, right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Second and 6.
He'll throw it. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, down in it at the 1. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they're going to need to go the length of the field to attack that deficit after the punt sets them all the way back to the 1-yard line. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, those hybrid guys in the middle, some are linebackers, some are safeties, but they normally share one common trait that we just saw come to life. They love to hit.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw now. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and the Falcons will have a first. He's going to throw this one. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Setting up a throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And as they bring him down, let's check the
Holding.
penalty flag.
Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Second and 13. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. This one not out of... All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the gun here. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's second and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Flushed out of the pocket. Excellent protection so far. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To throw here on first down. Complete to Coleman. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now they have 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's gonna get him across the marker and earn the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Still sticking with the passing game. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Finds a man right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Give now to the running back. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give it to him again. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Man in motion, headed right. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Gets this to McConkey.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being...
And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense... Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Hand off to the back. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers close to picking up their 5th win. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. He's dropping back to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Falcons will take over. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. To throw it on 1st down. He just throws this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play coming here. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, they threw an extra defensive back or 2 out there hoping for an outcome just like this. That dime defense put bodies everywhere. No matter where the throw went, there was a defender around who could have tried making a play on it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Running this one left. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers put up even more points in a win. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying to push it deep down. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals.